And how much fun is it to watch these guys move the basketball, Clark?
Well, they've got two main ingredients. One, you've got to have a system that demands unselfishness, and then you need players that are willing to play unselfishly, and they've got both of those things.
So the opening lineup for the Mavericks. We've got P.J. Washington, Thompson out there with Najee Marshall. Then it's Williams, and it's Christie in at the shooting guard position.
And that gets us rolling. Whew. What a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
Here's Christie. Pass to Thompson. Fires for three. Siakam pulls down the board. And Siakam has got the ball here for the Pacers. It's a three-point game. They want to keep rolling here following a win against Minnesota.
What about their offense? It was a well-oiled machine, getting them high-quality looks time and time again.
Boy, it really showed the trust they have in one another. I love how they got after it, and you could feel that they were playing for each other.
Indiana shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
Tyrese Halliburton. One shot.
And that one misses. And Clark, a big part of Tyrese Halliburton's effectiveness, he is tall for a point guard.
Yeah, and you see that across the league, Brian. More and more teams making sure they get size on the perimeter. I mean, they're looking for length in the backcourt, and if you can find it in your point guard, that's even better. And Tyrese Halliburton, a poster guard for long, elite-level point guard. Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Siakam outside. The three is up. Mavericks with a rebound. Last time they met was in Dallas.
I really think that L has to fall on their defense, or a lack thereof. Just not enough focus at that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
4 on the clock. There's a screen by Marshall. Williams from long range. Siakam pulls down the board. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. With the step back, Halliburton. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
And the evolution of Siakam continues. Seeing him make great passes like this proves he's only getting better. Ooh, scary thought.
Now here's Thompson. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia. Washington's shot is good.
And that ends their drought. You could feel the frustration building with each miss.
Ooh, man, this thing was turning into a soccer game. A lot of action and not many points.
Here's Siakam taking command on offense when they need him, putting up 21 a game. Here's Nembhard. Misses the baby hook. Mavericks trail by 7. Outside, Williams. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Siakam pulls down the board. The Pacers have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Well, there's no question. Pascal Siakam has raised the ceiling of this Pacers team.
Yeah, absolutely. He complements Halliburton's up-tempo style very well. And defensively, he shores things up with his ability to guard 1 through 5.
Now here's Nembhard. He picked up 12 points in their last win against the Timberwolves in Minnesota.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Brian, Miles Turner, the 11th pick by the Pacers in 2015 for much of his career with the team. He's endured the trade rumors. He said, I've still got PTSD from that, but I wanted to be here in Indy. And last season, a renegotiation of his contract, giving him an extension and a raise. Brian, he is locked in as their starting center.
Yeah, it would appear so, Allie. Thank you. Now here's Halliburton. You know, his stats have been solid, averaging around 18.5 points a game. And Indiana misses again.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Christie passes to Williams. Over Siakam. Williams' shot is good.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter.
Outside Nesmith. On the wing, Nembhard. No points so far. Siakam, no good. And you'd like to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
And at the same time, you want to get a good shot here, B.A.
The 3 from Thompson. The rebound by Turner.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
To snap the cold streak. The shot by Nembhard, no good. The Mavericks trailing. Williams on the wing. Back to Thompson. Here's Christie. Nails it from beyond the arc.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Dallas on top. They're up by 1. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Mavericks?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort, defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Here's Dinwiddie. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia.
And piling up the points at the line. He was in attack mode all night.
T.J. McConnell is out there with Tyrese Halliburton. Then it's Tony Bradley. Then it's Obi Toppin. And it's Mathurin in at the small forward position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers.
You know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it.
McConnell passes to Toppin. Now Halliburton. Here's Bradley. Misses the 3. Here's Dinwiddie. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. Edwards a screen on McConnell. Dinwiddie outside. The 3 ball. And it's Tyrese Halliburton with the rebound. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. They trail by 1. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Nets. It'll be game number 2 in their 5-game homestand. And it's Mathurin missing.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Well, Clark, talking about Benedict Mathurin, he's another great young Canadian player.
Yeah, they've got a ton of them coming from north of the border, PA. I mean, Mathurin, you got R.J. Barrett, SGA, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I mean, at this point, you could probably fill a couple of rosters with high-level players that come from Canada.
Now here's Halliburton. The 3. Triple! Tyrese Halliburton.
Halliburton, a really good knockdown shooter, which adds great value to this offense.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
This timeout is for everyone, except you fans. We're throwing shoot. Time to get loud.
checked in for Indiana. Nimhart comes in for McConnell. Washington's checked in for the Mavericks. Klay Thompson comes in for Christie. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Thompson passes to Dinwiddie. NBA scoring has been climbing over the past decades, Grant. Is the league too offensive at the moment, do you think?
Well, we know that people like scoring, the fans, players, everyone, but the league needs to make sure there aren't hamstringing defenders too much. So I think allowing some more physicality incentivizes the defender to defend, and now we have competition on both sides of the ball.
Now here's Turner. Right now he's contributing about 15.5 points a game.
Boy, are they shooting the three extremely well this quarter. My, throwing some gas on the fire for sure.
Here's Dinwiddie. Exum outside. Takes a 13-footer. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 5 rebounds in the game. Mathurin against Thompson. Pass to Turner. Now Toppin from the arc. It's hauled in by Exum.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
There's a minute 59 left in the second. Thompson finds Dinwiddie. Banked it in off the glass.
I can't find an excuse for letting Dinwiddie get this positioning inside. I mean, once he has it, you're toast.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Let's turn it up.
Indiana with some changes. Pascal Siakam, he's checked in for Toppin, and it's Nesmith in for Tyrese Halliburton. The Mavericks making a switch here. A minute 50 left to play in the second quarter. Outside Matherin. They set the pick. 4-3. Nails it from 3.
And it's important Matherin keeps hitting these shots because it'll only help build his confidence.
You know, when you think about how the Mavs play defense, so much depends on how they defend the point of attack. They've got great rim protection and rotations, but if they aren't stopping penetration, it's tough. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Pacers love to push it up. Tyrese Halliburton said, "It's our biggest strength. Teams don't want to run with us. They know when you play us, have your track shoes ready, especially if you're coming off of a back-to-back or you have a packed schedule. You do not want to see us." Brian, they have their identity.
No doubt about that, and it starts with him. Now here's Thompson. Give him 8 points now. Pass to Christie. There's 48 seconds left in the first half. Clock at 6. The 3 from Thompson. Oh, Thompson buries the tray.
That's his second triple this quarter after hitting one earlier. This is how you space the floor.
Siakam outside. Siakam with the jam.
And it's just such a long and powerful player. I mean, once Siakam gets inside like this, he's ready to jam.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Williams. Pass to Christie. Here's Marshall. And here's Thompson for three. Fires in the triple. Thompson's got 14 points.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Dallas on top, up by 3. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with PJ Washington. PJ, what will be the key for you guys defensively in the second half?
Not letting them get easy routes to the basket and contesting their shots, rebounding, and not letting them get second chance points.
Comes back to the fundamentals, guys.
Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
Good to have you with us. With the season in its latter portion, let's look at the Eastern Conference playoff race.
And taking a look at the Pacers, they haven't quite looked like themselves lately. The question is, how do they get back to the top? How do they recapture that magic? I think it starts with raising the intensity level. Become more aggressive, night after night, fight after fight. Aggressive is right.
And now time to take a closer look at Klay Thompson, who spent the first half lighting it up.
They let him get comfortable at that arc. He's scoring at will. If he does that in the second half, they're going to be tough to beat, Ernie.
I mean, he changes the game from out there, no doubt about it. Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. And you know, Klay Thompson has been really making it happen, guys.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
The Mavericks lead by 3. On the court right now for the Mavericks. PJ Washington out there with Najee Marshall. Then it's Klay Thompson. Then it's Williams. And it's Christie in at the 2 spot.
Excellent use of his physical gifts. Goes up strong and captures the board.
Turner can always wow you with a highlight play. But Clark, he's gotten better at the small things as well.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% there. He can shoot the 3. He's always been an elite shot blocker from the day he stepped foot in the NBA. An excellent screener, but he has added small pieces to his total game in the little areas.
Clark, we hear a lot of talk about Halliburton's supreme court vision. Just how good is it?
I think it's phenomenal, B.A. To be the facilitator that he is, you've got to have an understanding of what you're trying to run, but also a feel for how to get people shots and to adjust on the fly to what the defense is providing. And it's feel as much as it is skill, feeling where defenders are, feeling where your teammates are or might be. And that is a gift, and he's honed that in a way that's made him one of the top dime droppers in the league.
Good on the second one.
I mean, he can do it all. Shoot, facilitate, great skills for the young Halliburton.
Pass to Marshall. Back to Williams. Floats one, and they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
The floater can be a tricky shot, but that's the right choice.
Dallas shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved. One shot.
Pacers trail by 5. Pass to Turner. Halliburton with the ball. Neesmith on the wing, defended by Thompson. 5 on the clock. Here's Nembhard. Off target from three-point range. Dallas leading by 5. Christie passes to Marshall. Siakam with the defensive effort. The Pacers shooting just 38%. Their offense not where they want to be. Halliburton on the wing. There's the three. Buries it from 3. Halliburton's gotten 4 this quarter.
Halliburton always relentless in attacking, making it tough for the defense to find a way to contain it.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
All right, fans, it's dance camp time. Get ready to dance like everyone's watching. Let's see those moves. Whoa.
All right, let's take a look at some numbers for Najee Marshall. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Pass to Williams. There's a screen. He tries for 3. No good on the shot.
Since halftime, they've missed 3 of their first 4 shots. Still trying to get their legs under them.
Siakam, right side. Down low. Here's Halliburton. And the dunk by Halliburton.
Halliburton's future is bright, and that's got so many folks excited because he can really play and fill it up.
And you think about the value Andrew Nembhard provides. Clark, he really excels at running the offense.
He's the quintessential point guard, BA. Has a great feel for setting up his teammates for what they're trying to get done. Plays with tremendous pace and great confidence. Typically doesn't over-dribble and is unafraid of any moment.
A nice start to the third. 3 out of 4 and looking good doing it.
Pass to Christie. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Outside, Williams. Washington a screen. 5 to shoot. Again, the miss by Dallas. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Now Halliburton. Over Williams. Williams. Halliburton, no good. And so Thompson will bring it up for the Mavs. They host the Pistons after this one. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. Pass to Marshall. Thompson outside. Will it go? And he's now 6 for 11 after that one.
Well, we know Thompson always wired to score, but right now it even seems to be coming easier for him.
Outside Nesmith. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Williams against Halliburton. Oh, taking the contact. Halliburton.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Boy, you got to like what Tyrese Halliburton has done in this game.
Boy, he's been killing them all night, and the defense looks like it's practically packed it in.
Here comes your Indiana Pacemates crowd. Give it up for them.
Group getting ready for Indiana. Toppin, he's checked in for Turner. Walker comes in for Nesmith. Matherin's checked in for Nembhard. And T.J. McConnell subbed in for Tyrese Halliburton. A big group substitution here for Dallas. Powell, he's checked in for Washington. Edwards comes in for Klay Thompson. Exum's checked in for Christie. And it's Dinwiddie in for Williams. Here's Exum. Lays it up and banks it in. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
McConnell passes to Toppin. And here's Siakam, who poked away. .41 seconds left in the third quarter. Edwards finds Dinwiddie. From outside, off the mark.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Outside Matherin. 6 on the shot clock. Rebounded by Marshall. It's Exum on the wing. Walker covering. Got a hand on it. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Mavericks ahead, leading by 1. And we'll be back right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
Every minute
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. They've got Benedict Mathurin. Tyrese Halliburton is out there with T.J. McConnell. Then it's Thomas Bryant. And it's Toppin in at the 4. So that's the group out there for Indiana.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Here's Martin. Yes, and a nice assist from Dinwiddie. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Halliburton, no good.
It's hard not to want payback when you give up a 3 at the other end, but it can force you to rush things.
Pass to Dinwiddie. Powell sets a screen. Dinwiddie, no good.
I've been in this position. Your team is up. You want to drive in the dagger. He may be a little overeager.
And it's Mathurin missing. The Mavericks lead by 4. Here's Martin. Shot from the low post is good. Martin's got 5 points in the quarter.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Halliburton, no good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Dinwiddie. Mathurin with a rebound.
And just unable to get anything going tonight. I mean, his teammates have really bailed him out.
And there's Bryant. That's good. On the assist by Mathurin.
Cutting into this lead. They're well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here.
Attention fans. Now on the court is your Night Squad. Get loud, let them hear it. T-shirt bedlam. Right now, fans, let's hear you go wild.
Big group substitution here for Indiana. Turner, he's checked in for Bryant. Pascal Siakam comes in for Toppin. Nesmith, he's checked in for Mathurin. And it's Nembhard in for McConnell. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message that Jason Kidd was giving to his team. He told his guys to stay after it, to not get complacent and lazy with this lead. He wants them to keep adding to it. We'll see if they're able to do it, guys.
And Allie, thanks. Outside, Williams. Washington a screen from deep. Williams misses. Pacers trail by 4. Tyrese playing big in the painted area.
Very good composure and control that time by Halliburton, not allowing that physical defense to affect his shot at all.
Thompson outside. Again, the miss by Dallas. Indiana's gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Outside Nesmith. Pass to Siakam. With the fadeaway. Washington grabs the miss.
Ooh, he really came close to leveling the score there.
Yeah, you know, and after the way they fought back into it here in the fourth, that would have been a big bucket for them.
Williams against Halliburton. Outside Nesmith.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Here's Halliburton. fights through the contact.
What a big-time play by Tyrese Halliburton. Simply putting his team on his back.
Pass to Thompson. A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. Outside, Williams. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Halliburton looking over the floor. It's stolen by Washington. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Pass to Marshall. Now here's Thompson. Over Halliburton. Thompson's shot is off. And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. In for Indiana.
Checking in for the Pacers, number 0.
The Pacers have gotten just 3 of 9 shots to go in, struggling this fourth quarter. Siakam with it to take the lead. They got the rebound.
And Turner's length causes defenses all kinds of problems. I mean, he really uses that length extremely well to draw fouls.
He hits the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1. And he makes both free throws.
In a close contest, you have to put the ball in the hands of someone who will find a way to put up points.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. There's 38 seconds left in the final quarter. Thompson left side. Christie passes to Thompson, shoots over Nesmith, and it comes off the front of the rim. This is what it's come down to.
Yes, indeed. A monster possession.
To the paint from 8 feet. Count it!
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. And looking at the options here, what do you think is being discussed?
A chance to tie it up here.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw up.
Pass to Williams. Oh, wow! A huge basket to tie the game! And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. There's 6 seconds left in the game. Three-pointer. And buries it from deep. And so the big win by Indiana in a tight game. What a performance they had here at home today.
I'll tell you.